We're going to kind of go organically here. This is the lawn sprinkler controls. We do not have ours. We have a care and use manual. We've got a weather sensor, but we do not have our zones or stations are not labeled. This is a weather sensor right there, and that's for the lawn sprinkler system. We're going to come right on around here. We want to kind of catch some of these things because we're catchers. We want to catch these things. If we go to our yard right over here, we have a French type drain, a surface drain, but in Texas anything that doesn't drain into the sewer is a French drain. So there you go. Then we move on along here. This is where the gas enters the house, and that's the main shutoff to the house. And this pipe should have been painted to help protect it from corroding. Okay, that's what we should do. And we move on along because we're movers. These are the double sewer cleanouts for the house. These are the main sewer cleanouts for the house. You got a double. That way the snake, auger, rotor rooter, call it what you will, can go that way and clean out anything over there, or it can go this way and clean out anything in there, and you don't have a dead spot, so it's a double clean out. This is the lateral line for the city. This is for the street. This is the main sewer system going through the street, your neighbors and all that. So that's what that is. But this is our, well, let's keep on going. Remember the French drain I told you about? This is where it drains to. And this is our gas meter, and this is how you turn off the gas to the meter. Right there. Pot's nice and high, and we have a bollard right here to protect it from vehicular damage. People backing into it. That's nice. Because people back into stuff. They sure do. They're backer uppers. And we got over here, we got our little Range Rover cruising the alley. This is the water meter. It's in the back of the home. A lot of houses in this part of Texas, the water meters are quite often found in the front of the yard. But in places, in some tonier neighborhoods, we get them in the back. Now, right here, that little red sprocket, okay, that's a flow indicator. Some people call it a cheater wheel or a cheater pedal. Call it what you will, but it's very sensitive. And if we got a potable water leak, not a drain leak, but a potable water leak, then this thing will register. If you flush the commode, it'll just start spinning like crazy. So we have passed the water meter test. This is the water meter video, by the way. Water meter and pressure. So far as I know, that's the only way to turn off all the water to the house. Parallel is on, perpendicular is off. Okay, we'll take a wrench. You should not have it. It takes a special key to get this open. We should have a main water shutoff valve someplace else. I haven't found one yet. If I find one, then it'll be in the report. But so far, no main water shutoff valve for the house. Because that's not yours. That belongs to the city. That belongs to the water company. That belongs to the municipality. Call it the vendor. Call it what you will. But that shouldn't be yours. You don't own the meter. You don't own that valve. Anything past the meter, you own. You should have a water shutoff valve out here. But I'm not finding one. I haven't found one yet, anyway. Now, on our water pressure, what we're looking for is no more than 80 psi. No more than 80 psi. You come over here, and we've got about 60 psi, which is pretty good. Pretty good, actually. So, we've got enough water pressure. There's our meter. We passed the meter test. Can't find the shutoff valve. We know where our cleanouts are. We know where our weather sensor is for the lawn sprinkler system. And our lawn sprinkler system is not labeled. We don't have our zones labeled on here. We have a care and use manual. There's the receiver for our weather sensor. But we do not have instructions here. We sure don't. You know what else we need? Main shutoff valve. Well, you just said that, bud. No, I'm not talking about a main shutoff valve for the house. And I am talking about a main water shutoff for the house. But I'm talking about a main water shutoff valve for the lawn sprinkler system. The one that's not labeled? Okay. So We come over here and we start looking, because we're lookers. We want to find out what's going on here. And this looks like an irrigation box for a lawn sprinkler check valve. I don't know if there's a valve in there or not. And I'd be willing to bet there's not a main water shutoff valve. There's probably 2 isolation valves, but the check valve's not visible, the isolation valves are not visible, and I do not see a main water shutoff valve for the lawn sprinkler system. So they're dead to me. I don't know that they're there. And you're supposed to service your check valve once a year, so we know that it probably hasn't been serviced in a while. Just saying. Since I can't get to those valves, I'm not sure that I'm actually going to operate the lawn sprinkler system. I probably will, but no good deed goes unpunished. Now see the way this fence looks? Well, it looks like it's power washed, because it is. But it's going to rot. Your lawn sprinkler systems are beating this fence. They shouldn't do that.